So, in 2026, the cloud as we know it, well, it starts to die. And the very first signs are popping up at the world's biggest tech show. We're going to break down all the evidence for why this is happening, and more importantly, what it means for every single device you own.
Look, you've seen the headlines every year, right? The flashy robots, the wild car demos. It's this familiar cycle of marketing hype. And frankly, it's easy to get a little skeptical. But this year feels different.
The evidence I've been piecing together points to something much more fundamental. This isn't just another upgrade. It feels like a genuine inflection point, the ground zero for the biggest shift in computing we've seen in a decade.
And the first clue isn't in some new gadget. It's actually hidden in plain sight, in the architecture of the event itself. The way the show is being physically reorganized tells us everything we need to know about the scale of this change. First, just think about the scale. We're talking about 150,000 industry insiders, developers, and executives all in one place. This is basically the Super Bowl of technology, where the roadmaps for the next 2 or 3 years really get decided.
But here's the detail that really matters. For the very first time, AI has gotten so massive, it literally can't be contained in the main convention center anymore. They've built an entirely new, separate venue, CES Foundry, just for AI and quantum computing. Let that sink in for a second. AI now needs its own city block.
And this timeline, it really reveals the new power structure. AI is no longer a sideshow. You have a huge keynote from Nvidia CEO to kick things off, then dedicated days for this AI hub, and then specialized workshops for business integration. AI has officially moved from being a cool demo to a core business skill being taught right there on site. Okay, so now let's dig into the evidence. We're going to see how this structural change is mirrored in the products and the strategies of the biggest companies, proving that AI is shifting from just a feature to being the actual foundation. So what does this actually look like? Where's the hard evidence that AI is being woven into the very fabric of everything we use? The proof is everywhere, across every industry. You've got Samsung dedicating a whole hall to this idea of AI living. You have Nvidia unveiling the literal silicon, the chips, that will power the next generation of AI. But the real signal? That's when a 100-year-old industrial giant like 3M starts using AI to design new materials. That's not a trend anymore. That's infrastructure.
Now, a shift this big doesn't happen overnight. To really get the significance of 2026, we have to look at the progression, the evolution of AI at this same event over the past decade. If you look back, the story is crystal clear. In 2018, AI was a novelty. Remember? Alexa was an everything, and we saw Sophia the robot walking around. It was a spectacle. By 2023, it got genuinely useful. Think of an AI oven that could actually identify your food. But in 2026, it becomes invisible, embedded so deeply into the core of these products that we'll stop even noticing it's there. And this brings us right to the core argument of this explainer. The most profound change isn't just about what AI can do, but where it's doing it. We're witnessing this massive migration of intelligence away from the cloud and closer to us. The technology that makes this possible is called Edge AI. And all it really means is that the heavy lifting, the actual AI thinking, happens right there on your device. Your data doesn't have to take a round trip to a server farm hundreds of miles away.
Now, the crucial part is what this means for you. With Edge AI, responses are instant. Your devices can actually work when they're offline. And maybe most importantly, because your personal data stays on your device, it is inherently, fundamentally more private. This is not a small upgrade. It's a complete paradigm shift.
And this is not some distant future. We're talking about over 100 new PC models launching this year, all built on ARM architecture, a super efficient design that's perfect for this low-power, always-on AI processing right on your laptop. The hardware for this shift, it's already here. But as all of this computing power moves into our homes, our cars, and onto our bodies, there's a huge counterweight to all the innovation. The entire system grinds to a halt if we, the consumers, don't trust it. And this isn't some theoretical problem anymore. As experts from places like UL Standards and Engagement are pointing out, proving that these AI systems are safe, that they're accurate, and that they respect privacy is now a basic requirement for people to even consider buying them. The companies that are going to win are the ones that build trust, not just more features. So, what does all this evidence? The event's layout, the event's roadmaps, the huge shift to Edge AI, this new focus on trust? What does it all actually mean for you?
Well, the verdict is clear. We are watching AI complete its journey. It's moving from being an impressive demo you watch on YouTube to being an embedded, invisible necessity that pretty much runs your life.
And the timeline here is aggressive. The tech being finalized and shown off this January. These aren't 5-year plans. These are destined for products that will be in your home, in your car, and in your hands within the next 18 to 24 months.
This shift is coming, it's inevitable, so the real question isn't if it's happening, but how we're all going to experience it. As all this intelligence moves closer to us, what's the most compelling outcome for you? Is it the promise of truly smarter devices, the potential of advanced robotics, or is it the fundamental security that comes with having privacy on your own device?